Hey everybody, and welcome to Binder Minder. And today we have the Secret Scare Superdrop. We've been looking forward to this one for quite a while. My wife and I both picked up quite a bit on this one, and when I say quite a bit, I mean, yeah. We may have, yeah. So we got a bunch here, and these are the ones that she picked up here. So we'll start off with her stuff. Both have promo cards. Just to give a quick run through on what she's got, though. So we got the promo card. She gets to check out. She's got the three Secret Lair Furbies, just the regular non-foil ones. And then she has the White Destiny from The Office. For bonus cards, these Furby cards, in fact, I think all of the Lairs except for The Office just have their own individual cards. There's a couple of them that have just the standard bonus cards they're in rotation, which basically are those lands and then potentially the 7 drawers. But the Furbies do have their own specific bonus cards. The only difference is the regular ones have the regular version, and then the confetti foils have confetti foil bonus cards. But with the White's Destiny, the Office one, they did do a whole bunch of different bonus cards on this thing. I don't know that anybody knows yet which ones are the rarest ones, but there are two that I personally would be really excited to get. There's the one that's Ghostly Prison, and it has the stapler and the Jello, and then, well, the second card is Tragic Slip, and it's got Kevin when he falls with all the chili. I think there's 3 other cards beyond those two, but those two would be the ones personally I would like to get. I don't know what my wife would like to pick up, but we'll save that one for last. So we'll start off with the bonus card, Cryptic Command, and then the Furbies, and then we'll see at the end if she gets a cool bonus card or not. So I'm going to swap places. She can dive into this, and then we'll dive into my big old stack. Imagine if they made the Secret Lair packaging sometimes have the little music box stuff, like you can get Christmas cards and birthday cards with them.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it?
It's fine.
It matches all those other lands.
What lands?
Some of the bonus card lands that we've gotten. I don't know if you've gotten any of them, actually.
The what?
The most recent Secret Lairs bonus cards have been a land that looks just like those.
Best friend forever. Donka. Interesting. Okay, it's this plastic. Read the bones.
Gonna give you some nightmares on some of those?
No. I don't want to keep that packaging.
Or what's this one? Start over there.
Do the new law? Uniluladu. Another number. Heck, my turn. Hey, look at my soul ring, bitches. Ah, look, I got command tower. Cute command tower.
The Gathering.
An endless sea of worlds invaded by a relentless tide of love. Ooh, buddy. You say so, Furbies. Didn't know we had horses in the house.
But can you imagine how loud it's going to be on the microphone because you talk quiet? So it's going to sound like
Phyrexian
full horse galloping.
Arena. Tormenting.
That's terrifying.
Tormenting voice?
The artwork for that, yes. That was good.
I got an arcane signet with a little crown. Aww. One cannot wear the tiara without cracking a few crowns.
Yeah, all of them
Okay.
have some pretty good flavor text on them, to be honest. Dwight's Destiny.
Text says, I am not a hero. I am a mere defender of the office. Oh, he's a cute god. Interesting. The White of Lanterns sees the spotlight in a foil. Oh, boo.
I mean, it's fine.
No.
Why are you booing it? I got you too excited for the other options. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that the two I mentioned that I'd like to see are the rare ones. If I had to guess. All right, so we'll go ahead and start off. We've already seen the cryptic command. We'll go ahead and open it up real quick. Got a thank you card. And then, of course, the plastic packaging that my wife was fighting with. Foil cryptic command follows the same. So there was a layer earlier on that had a bunch of sorceries and instants that had this, and then they've also done that whole set of lands as well. All right, first one is Trick or Treat Rainbow Foil Edition. Got a different thank you there. Get rid of trash here. And then plastic packaging. Seems to be kind of hit and miss as to which one of these layers have the wax paper or plastic. I'm guessing it depends on where they're printed. We have Vito Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Satoru Imazawa. Boja Jaws of the Conclave. Will Helt, the Rock Cleaver. Good Zombie Commander. Liberator Ursus Battlethopter. And then the bonus is, here's those lands that I was talking about. We got the planes. So they did the Iron Man Secret Layers along with this one. And they had two. They have the album art, which we got in the rainbow foil. And they have Eddie Unchained. The Eddie Unchained, unfortunately, sold out before I was able to get our lair in, with the foil version at least, which I wanted to get a foil one and a regular one. But we did not get that. Metal albums aren't released, they're unleashed. And metal looking thank you as well. Alright, we got Lethal Scheme, Grave Titan. And so these are all artwork from Iron Maiden albums. There's Animate Dead. It's pretty wild looking. Temporal Trespass. Unearth. Lignify. And then Burnt Offering is the bonus card. What's up? What are you watching?
I wasn't watching anything. Literally, something started playing.
Oh. Next up, we've got Eddie Unchained, and I've got two of these. So we'll go through the one, and then we'll go through the other one pretty quick. There's no special bonus card. It's just the regular bonus card on this. I picked up two of these because I've got that Persistent Petitioners deck that's a mill deck. It's got the same thank you in there. Brave New World. The Persistent Petitioners deck, and for one, I needed a Bruvac, the Grandiloquent, if I could say it, and I love this art, and it was the same price basically to buy this layer than it would be for me to pick up the card itself, especially in the borderless version that I liked. And then there were a few other cards in here that kind of fit the deck as well that they're going to go in there. Plus the art is awesome on these. So if you're building a mill deck, this is pretty much a given. You need to have this. They use the Eddie the Judge artwork. You got Windfall. Captain Gathron, I can't say that. It's Eddie Ghost of the Navigator. Eddie Lord of the Light, which is Nekuzar the Mind Razor, which I also have a deck that's built around. So I could use that. They have the Iron Maiden card, the original, of course they're going to be Iron Maiden card. I can't even read that one. Oh, it's Mind Crank. The artwork was really cool on that one. And then for the bonus card, all of them come with Howling Mind. Well, Howling Mind is pretty good as well in the mill deck, so pretty good inclusion, and the artwork is awesome. I'll pop this one open real quick as well, but like I said, nothing's going to be different on this one. Like I said, nothing too different. I was hoping, like I said, to get a foil version. That way I have one for my collection. And then these non-foils I was going to get for the deck. But at least we were able to get the non-foils because they sold out not too long after that. So I can't complain too much. Next up, I've been wanting to get a confetti foil card for a long time. So in my collection, I have one little small section that has kind of like one of each type of foiling for the most part. With the exception of a couple of the really expensive ones. But I've been wanting to pick up a confetti foil card for a long time. And I already wanted these Furby Secret Layers. The price difference between getting the regular foil and then going up to the confetti foil wasn't too much. In fact, I think the paying for all three basically was the same price I would have been spending to get one confetti foil card. So figured I'd just go ahead and go with the confetti foil. Plus the soul ring and stuff like that. I think it looks great, and and I think they look especially cool in confetti foil. So let's find out. What I've seen though is the bonus card is confetti foil, which is awesome. I'm glad to see that these premium products that they're doing, they're kind of starting to consider including a premium bonus card in those, especially like the race foil layers they did in the past. Like you would have thought they would have done a race foil to match, but anyhow, we'll start off with the odd bodies, which is the creepy ones. This would be a fun one to build a deck around. Same stuff you saw with my wife's, but the difference here being the confetti foil. Try not to damage the cards. I've seen a couple people that have gotten these in and had damage cards from the lair, so hopefully we don't have anything like that. So you got Hallbreaker Horror, and I'll try to show the confetti foil on these whenever I can, since that's really the main difference between these and my wife's. Maddening Cacophony. I kind of like that there's not confetti very much up here. It's just puking confetti, basically. Serum Visions. I think they show up a little bit better in person than they do on the camera, to be honest. But that one's just covered in it. Spellskite. You can actually see the confetti foil printed behind the print. There, you see it? Yeah. Like it's technically printed over, you're not supposed to see it, but you do see it. And then Read the Bones, the bonus card. And confetti foil as well. You have the Gathering. You've got the Gathering, confetti foil. Right, each one of these is a little different to open. Some of them tear apart at the top, some of them you have to pull them apart like a bag of chips. Alright, we got Sphere of Safety, Mistcast, Phyrexian Arena. I would be curious if anybody else has had any confetti foil cards from other sets to see if these are similar to the Galaxy foil and that they're kind of not as good as the original confetti foil or not. But these are pretty good looking though. Tormenting Voice. That one's wild looking. There's a lot in that one. Tameo Safekeeping. And then Arcane Signet. Next up we have the Nula, which is the one that has like some of the staples, Soul Ring and stuff. All right, we have Distant Melody. Explore. So the art on these is good in general. Confetti is just a bonus. This one definitely you can't see the confetti as much. They printed it over quite a bit. Inspiring Call. Chromatic Lantern. The Soul Ring. One of my favorite cards of the set, for sure. And then the bonus card here is Command Tower, which if you're going to run the Soul Ring, Command Tower is not a bad staple. I know a lot of people complain about getting Command Tower as a bonus card, but I like having more Soul Ring, Command Tower options. There's a few other staples I wouldn't mind seeing them also, bringing out a lot of variation on. Because, when you're building a deck, it's fun to be able to theme your stuff out to match, or at least to match your personality. Last up, The Office, Dwight's Destiny in traditional foil. Like I said, this is the only one of the Secret Lair, the Super Drop at least, that has its own unique rare and rarity bonus cards. So all the other ones just had the one. I'm not a hero. I am the mere defender of the office. And thank you for being part of the Secret Lair and the office theme, with it being shifted down like that. Same font. And then we got our cards here. So let's see if I can't open this up. So like I said, we don't know, because this is pretty early and we just got this. We don't know how the rarity is looking for the bonus cards. There are a couple bonus cards which I assume are not going to be the most rare version. That Tragic Slip and the Ghostly Prison, I think, are going to be the rarest ones, which I'd love to get. Those are the coolest ones. But we got Dwight Schrute, Hey King, Dwight's Weapon Stash, which is Steel Shaper's Gift. You have Swords to Plowshares with him and his beats. We have Dwight Assistant to the King, which is Borau, Chief of Compliance. It's a good on-brand use there. Recyclops, Eco-Friendly, which is Garrick, Relentless. We have a Dwight O'Lantern, which is Reaper King. And then for a bonus, oh, there it is. We got the Tragic Slip with Kevin laying on the ground there. And look at the flavor text. I'm up the night before pressing garlic and dicing whole tomatoes. I toast my own anchovies. It's a recipe passed down from Malone's for generations. It's probably the thing I do best. And I can't read that without hearing it in his voice. But well, there we go. That said, I appreciate everybody watching. Our next Secret Lair is already shipped, I believe. The encyclopedia. I'm pretty excited to see how those go as well. It's kind of been just Secret Lair after Secret Lair. We do have some mail day stuff sitting here as well, and I'm pretty sure we have more coming. So we got a few things in the works. We don't have any boxes or anything like that on order. She did order a Secret Lair that we're going to get to show you guys as well. She paid the old scalper prices for it. She was so excited for. So we got a few things in the works. That said, this is Binder Minder. As always, thanks for watching. To put us in your binder, which like we're going to do with our new cards here, you just got to like and subscribe. You can ring the bell to be notified of our new videos. You can also catch us on our social media, which is down in the description below. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.